I've been talking about the benefits of creating your podcast using Anchor for quite a while, but today there are so many more benefits that I can't imagine using a different hosting platform. And that's because Anchor, the world's largest podcast hosting platform, has now combined with Spotify for podcasters to create an all-new, first-of-its-kind platform with everything you need to create and grow a podcast. This means that you are now able to combine Anchor's all-in-one free hosting and distribution with all the best features Spotify has to offer, so you can make, manage, and level up your show. This includes the ability to upload or record your content, publish video podcasts to Spotify, add interactive features like Q&A and polls, choose from a number of monetization tools, and keep track of your show's growth with advanced analytics. And of course, you can still publish your episodes and distribute them to all platforms where your podcast is available. What makes all of this so amazing is that even if you already have a podcast hosted elsewhere, you can still take advantage of Spotify's free growth tools for podcasters, like analytics and fan engagement. You can do this by claiming your show on Spotify for Podcasters. Spotify for Podcasters is truly the easiest way to make any podcast, manage your show, and get the most out of Spotify. All you have to do is focus on your content, and they'll take care of the rest. For more information, go to podcasters.spotify.com. Hi, I'm Princess Rara.
And I'm Dara, the Electro Khaleesi.
And this is Pink Kink, the podcast where we talk about the pretty,
twisted side of kink.
Today's episode is produced by our electrifying Pink Kinksters. Thank you, Jay, Witcherman, Brianna Lynn, Daddy J, Fabe, Embers, Blossom, William P., Claire, Lady Blooding, Naughty and Nice, Butte Payne, Northern Sir, Manda Panda, Cat, Stefan, Shadow Phoenix, Serenity Deb, Christopher, Kilted Sir, Firegood and his good boy Grant, Brian, May Cry Devil, Ruby Riot, Mistress Velma, Enchanted Sparrow, The Wombat, Impact Hazard, Twitch, Linus X, The Midnight Girl, Sinful, J21, Daisy If You Do, Princess Katharina and Katharina's Thrall,
Harley Chick, Violet Rain, Serenity, Belle, Puppy Mike, Jedi Kitten, Eric, Cat Daddy, Sweetie Todd, Lady Affliction, Dr. Dave, Pumpkin Pie, Ms. Tourmaline, S'more, Hacksaw, Kinky Katie, Wee Mad Beastie, To Be Better For Me, Forrest, BP Bryn, Crash Override, Becca, Sir Sin, Little Bean, Kinky Bear, I'm a Baby Bitches, Barbie, Navigator Bard, Frost, Sinful and Naughty, Coffee and Chaos, Noir, Haley's Comet, and Viva La Brat.
Pink Kink runs off the generosity of our devoted patrons.
As a patron, you will become a member of our special Discord server, receive some adorable Pink Kink stickers, as well as have access to a monthly behind-the-scenes podcast. Patrons also get discounts at our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique, and our online classes at Pink Kink Institute.
In addition, our impactful and electrifying Pink Kinksters get special audio and video episodes. And finally, patrons at our highest tier will be recognized as producers, both here on the podcast and on our website.
If you would like to become a patron, you can visit us at patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast or click the link at pinkkinkpodcast.com.
We have done it. We have made it to the end of 2023. And we haven't killed each other. So yay us. Woohoo!
I mean, we've tried.
We did, but
there have been attempts.
I've pulled back.
Me too.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't killed anybody this year, so that's good sign.
This year?
This year.
Are we talking yet or again?
Well, the year's not over, so it could be yet. Might be appropriate.
I'm going to sit back here a little.
You kidding? There's a story I'm going to tell you later that's going to make you want to kill me, so I'm going to be moving back.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to save it.
Oh.
And I got to let Cindy know, because Cindy knows the story.
Oh.
And I've been teasing her that I was going to tell you, and she's been waiting for me to tell you the story and let her know the reaction. So
fuck.
Yep.
Oh.
It's all good, but we're not up to that part yet.
Damn it. Nice. Thank you.
Part of our tradition, because what can I say? Tradition is, I had to. You say tradition and you have to say it like that. My people do it all the time.
Is that a Barbra Streisand thing?
It's a Jewish thing. And
Got
it's not
you.
Barbra Streisand. It's Fiddler on the Roof.
Close enough.
They're different. Barbara may have been on the roof. I don't know, but she doesn't fiddle.
Oh. Yeah, no, actually, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. The musical Fiddler on the Roof.
Really?
As soon as you see the guy actually fiddling on the roof, and it was like dark, and it was a cabin, and it scared the ever-living fuck out of me, so I never finished it.
That is sad.
Yeah, but I'll watch Poltergeist, no problem.
You're weird. Anyway, our tradition is we
knock shit over.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to redo that, but since you want to include that, our tradition is to make New Year's resolutions. First, we go over the New Year's resolutions we made last year and see how well we did or did not do at accomplishing those. And then we set new ones for 2024.
Okie dokie.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
I believe I had 9 New Year's resolutions in 2023.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also 9.
There
How
you
did we
go.
do that?
Probably because you probably asked me how many I had and then tried to match numbers.
Yeah, that's also possible.
All right. So, Dara, what was your first resolution from 2023, for 2023,
Yeah.
I should say, and did you accomplish it?
Get stickers out on time.
And?
No. I got them out,
There you go.
just not on time.
Time is a relative term.
Okay, so there is no actual deadline for when to get the stickers out, but I would say 4 months after somebody joins is probably a little bit late.
Yeah. That's slow.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do them I think every month is a little bit much for me, so we're going with every other month.
All right. Okay. My first thing is I wanted to do more suture scenes.
And did you?
No, I did a few, but my top ran out of sutures.
My God. So it wasn't technically your fault.
No. And I keep asking my top, because I've offered to buy them sutures. Since I'm the only one they use them on, I figure I can at least provide my own sutures.
Mm-hmm.
But they keep not answering my question because they feel silly with me being the one to buy their supplies, I think.
I mean, I can kind of understand that, but I've also accepted electro gifts from people before.
Yeah.
So, not really.
You know what? Maybe that's how to do it. Maybe I need to just get them an Amazon gift card and call it a day.
Call it a holiday gift
There we go.
at the next risque.
Right. So
Yeah.
instead, though, they have been pushing me on needles, on doing more needles, and I love it. And so far this year, I accomplished 3 new things when it came to needles. I did the most needles I've ever done. I did 145 needle scene.
Yep. I remember that one.
I did the most needles I've ever done in one boob, which was 100.
And I accidentally showed up for that one.
Yeah. So, and then I joined the Low Boss Club, which stands for Lots of Big Ass Sharps.
I was going to say, you're definitely going to have to explain that
And
one.
that I'm going to. So in order to join that, you need to have a minimum of 50 needles that are a minimum of an 18 gauge. So they can be larger and you can do more than 50. And apparently there's different levels of groups. I don't know if Learning Curve made this up themselves or this is well known in the Sharps community. But the funny thing is when I first heard about this and I was told that the 50 needles of the 18 gauge was the basic part of the club, I said, well, I don't want to be basic. What others are there? And Learning Curve started listing all the different levels. And at one point mentioned diamond. I said, ooh, diamond. I like diamonds. What do you have to do to be in the diamond club? And then when Learning Curve told me what you had to do to be the diamond club, I went, basic is good.
I like being a basic bitch. That's
Basic
okay.
is good. I'm a basic bitch. So yeah, so I will no but in the suture scene one. Like not my fault. I was
Half a
willing.
pink glittery check mark?
Yeah, just a half a pink.
Okay.
And you so far are 0 for pink check mark.
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
I said so far, but we've only done one.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to do number 2?
Okay.
Okay.
Be better with the audio.
Okay. And?
Double pink totally check mark.
Double pink total check mark.
Yeah. I
There we
get
go.
2 check marks for that because I'm kicking ass with this audio
you are.
shit.
Yay.
Okay? The amount of time that I have put in watching YouTube videos on how to make this audio better, or just the amount of time that I have spent fixing audio. Like I'm looking at it right now going, motherfucker. Because your mic picks up everything I say.
I know.
And I don't know why. Your mic is way too sensitive.
So sorry.
Like, oh my
Very
God.
sensitive. That's like my stupid Alexa. Have I not told you about my stupid sensitive Alexa?
That took me a minute.
When I'm in my bed, so I like electronics. So we have an Alexa in every bedroom. I'm in my bedroom talking to my Alexa right there next to her.
Mm-hmm.
She ignores me, and the Alexa in the guest room answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why.
Guest Alexa is very sensitive.
Oh my God, guest Alexa is overly sensitive.
So we call one of my dogs Boo Boo sometimes, just because, hey, Boo Boo, like one of those, and Google responds.
Okay, Boo Boo and Google are 2 different words.
When I say it is sensitive.
I just said Google, and my phone automatically goes, yes? You wanted to talk to me?
Hey, Google. Oh, yep, mine did too. Hello. Small editing note. As I'm editing this episode, I get to this part and we're talking about how all of this stuff was answering just randomly. I'm editing it. The sound is going off on my speakers. It says the magic words and my freaking phone answers. Why are these things so sensitive? Okay. Why is my husband asking if I like orchids?
I don't know.
I kill them, but they're gorgeous.
Plants commit suicide when they see me coming because it's just easier for them.
My outside plants usually do really good, but my inside plants... Oh, I have a snake plant, and he's been doing beautifully. Mostly because you don't need to do jack shit to a snake plant, and he's just like... Huh.
All right, so you get your double check marks for number 2.
I do.
All right. My number 2 is work on topping for needles. And I have accomplished that. I've done very well. I am doing more and more needle scenes, and I'm even demo topping for needles, which is awesome and amazing that perfect strangers trust me to stick Sharpie things into their body, but I love it. And I've managed to pop quite a few needle cherries, which is always an amazing, wonderful thing to do. And I've even added doing impact on needles. I took a class on how to do that, and Naughty and Nice, who enables my insanity and encourages it, volunteered and said she would absolutely love to bottom for me for that. And we did our first impact on needle scene, and it was a lot of fun, and we can't wait to do it again.
Awesome.
So I'm 2 for 2.
Woohoo!
Sort of.
Well, I mean, I'm 2 because I got 2 for the audio.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Number 3.
Number 3 was do not pass out when people do blood.
Okay, so you haven't passed out.
No, I didn't.
So
I haven't even turned gray.
So you get a check mark.
I do get a check mark.
I mean, does it count that you leave, though, the area?
Okay, no. I did not. For your needle scene, I did not leave the area. I was standing there. I was good, and I was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't pass out, and I even participated by blowing out the candles that were on your butt. It had nothing to do with putting them in or taking them out.
So I would like to just point out for the record that Dara has blown hot air up my ass. I'm just saying.
Across your ass.
Close enough.
Yeah. You're also already full of hot air, so I don't think that made any difference.
Welcome to menopause. All right, so you get a check mark for that one.
Yes,
sure.
I do.
All right, my third one was figure out a better way to travel with my toys. And I did. I've purchased a beautiful pink sparkly travel case.
Uh-huh.
That's really supposed to be for like makeup,
Mm-hmm.
but I have toys in it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I use that, and it still doesn't fully accomplish what I need to do. So I also have a second pink bag to put in the long stuff that doesn't fit into the travel bag. So between those two things, it is much, much easier to travel. And I've gotten better at
maybe not packing as much. As I say that as I've packed a ton for Naughty Noel. So it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
So I give myself a check mark for that too.
Okay, check mark it is. I agree.
Okay.
So on the same vein,
Yeah.
I also was trying to get a new case. And that is because my old one was like a rolling, steampunky, old-fashioned case thing that was literally falling apart. So I needed a new one. So story time. I got a new one. It is a 28-inch massive fucking suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
Fits all of my crap in it, including the canes, including the baseball bat, everything. Huge, long stuff that I use. For, what was it, Fat Ball this year, I decided not to bring the entire case because it's really, really, you don't have a whole lot of room up on the areas where you're doing stuff for Fat Ball.
Yeah.
So I decided to pare down and only bring like the good stuff. Well, I broke that case too.
Oops.
Yeah.
And lost a couple of toys.
I did. I'm still pissed about it. I got to spend like another, that was $150 worth of cords. I'm pissed. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so I have to order those, but that's not the point of this. So they're back in the 28-inch suitcase now. But cool part is we have a friend who, actually Guy, who is designing a suitcase looking thing, like a trunk on wheels, but it has drawers.
Mm-hmm.
And he is trying to customize it to each kink.
Ah.
So we've been kind of going back and forth talking about what each one would need.
Okay.
So he's got a prototype, so hopefully he'll be able to get those out soon. But yeah.
All right. So does that mean you do or do not get a check mark for it?
I mean, I got a new case.
Okay, then there you go. Check mark.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all about positive reinforcement here.
Okay. Check. Wow.
We're good. We're fine.
The shit that when I tell you we don't do this shit on purpose, I'm not joking.
The amount of people who actually finally get to meet us and hang out with us and go, my God, when you guys said you're really like this all the time, you really meant it.
Yeah, we weren't kidding.
We're like, I lie, but not about that.
No, this whole podcast shit got started because we were in a different server, and when we would go on audio, they would go, oh God, it's like the Dara and Rara show or the Rara and Dara show, whatever. They would all say that, and we're like, yeah, that's really funny. And then we made a show.
Yeah. My fourth resolution was do more demo topping. I'm going to give that a nice big pink check mark.
That's a massive pink check mark.
Yes. I've become a regular demo top for Sinful and Naughty. If you're ever interested, that is the first Saturday of the month for, I think, most months. There's one exception, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
At the Crucible. And I am there demo topping for both Needles and Impact, though not at the same time. I can do them at the same time, but not as a demo top and not in that environment. So if you're ever interested and you really want to do a scene, I'm there every month. I have done some demo work for Blush and Bruise at that location. That's sort of as a fill-in basis when they need it. So yeah, I definitely get to check that off.
Excellent. All right. So number 5 for me was have more time for patrons. I think I've succeeded in that.
I think you have.
Yeah, I do a lot of chit chat in there. We do a lot of stuff with patrons. I also never shut the fuck up. But yeah, I think I've done pretty good with that. I don't really know what else to say on that note.
Yeah. And
Check.
if you want to become a patron,
Oh my God.
then go to patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast. And for as little as $2 a month, you can join our group. As part of the Patreon, you can become a member of our Discord server where Dara and I are very active. So you will see us a lot. And we have some special perks for the upper levels if you so choose. All right. Next one for me, number 5, is work on organizing all my stuff better. I sort of went through a period of time where I kind of lost my mojo when it came to the podcast because I was just overwhelmed with everything that had to be done and I couldn't figure anything out. And I was very fortunate. I came into a little bit of bonus money from work.
That does help.
That always helps. Bonus money is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely redid my Pink Kink office to the point where I have a pink desk now.
Of course you do.
And pink shelves.
Of course you do.
and these cute little pink hearts all over the wall.
Of course you do.
And it really motivated me and inspired me. And I got rid of shit that I purged. I needed to do a purge. And I reorganized. And now I know where everything is. And it helped me get my mojo back.
Excellent.
And I know where everything is. And I'm much more on top of things. And so I think that deserves a check mark.
It does. But your list is still ever growing. Every time I talk to you, I gotta have to add things more to the list.
Well, because my brain is going a mile a minute with ideas. And I want to do it all. And I have to remind myself that that's fine, but I do have to, sleep at points.
What's that?
Not. I don't do it a lot, but I have to do it occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
And that there just literally is only 24 hours in a day, and I still have a full-time regular job.
Those pesky job things.
Damn bills, that's the problem.
Why the fuck can't we just win the lottery? Oh, yeah, because we don't
play it.
Jesus. We need to actually do that.
Play the lottery?
Maybe we should just get like some lotto tickets for holidays gifts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What are we on? Oh yeah. So number 6 for me is do more episode research.
You did a few extra ones. Yes.
I did actually. So big fat check mark
check
for me. Now some of them granted was for my own birthday episode.
Because I told Dar if you want to do that, you got to do the research.
Yeah, but that one took months of setup and work-ons. Work-ons? Work?
Words hard.
Words difficult. Words arg. Yeah, so that one took a few months. I don't know. I'm also going to do 2 things for Kink Institute coming up. So, wait, no, that's for the next. Never mind.
No giving hints. I'm glad that's your mic and not mine. Speaking of Kink Institute, my 6th one was get Kink Institute up and running, and
check.
Nailed it.
Checkity, check.
It has been great. I've taught some classes. I brought in special guests to teach classes and have nailed it with classes every single month. By the time this comes out, I don't know that there'll be a December class, only because it is really hard to schedule things around holidays.
Yeah. It's massively difficult.
But,
plus, you're going out of town.
Right. But it'll definitely continue in 2024. And we'll get into more details when we get to those resolutions.
I think you're allowed to take a break.
No.
You're like, what? What's break?
Yeah.
It's like sleep, except not unconscious.
Yeah.
Just, I know you didn't know what that was.
No.
So number 7, genuinely love. I did not accomplish this one.
Okay.
And you are going to be very grateful for that.
Oh, no. Yeah. What was number 7?
It was secretly record rah-rah more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you still have gotten me every now and then.
Every once in a while, yeah, but I'm not using it for an entire episode.
No,
this
thank
time.
God we decided not to do a blooper episode for our next anniversary, so I'm safe.
You got to shake it up a little bit. I do
shake
love
shake
it up. I do like the idea that we have going forward for the next for the 3 year.
Yeah.
So that part's good. But I figured you'd be happy that I didn't get a check mark for this one.
Wait, does
that mean the check mark goes to you?
It's just it's the cost of doing business is what I call that.
Awesome.
All right, my number 7 one, get our patron numbers to 150. Nailed it.
No problem. What's it, 350,000 now?
No.
What, 400?
Our patron numbers.
Oh.
You're getting your numbers confused.
Yes. No, I'm not. 355 million is patrons now, right?
Yeah, no, you're getting your numbers confused.
There is no million.
I know.
Okay. What are we at?
We are at close to 200, but
Awesome.
we're not there yet.
But it's over 100.
Yeah.
It's over 150.
Yes, it is. As I said, definitely over 150.
Woohoo.
So nailed it.
Woohoo.
I've done pretty well so far.
I mean, so have I, except for the not secretly recording Robert part.
Yeah.
All right. So number 8 was demo for Winter Fire. Check. I did 2 classes.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo. And they were awesome. Awesome.
They were. I mean, I couldn't go to either one of them, but they were. I heard great things.
You went to the second one.
I didn't. I popped you and I, your second one.
No, the first one we were doing at the same time.
Okay.
Because we were in the room across
And your
from each
second
other.
one, I popped my head in for a second because you had like the first thing in the morning class.
That was the one that you were mommying me to get ready.
My God.
And tell
She
me
tried
how
to
to.
leave. She tried to leave without shoes on. So I
tried to leave without Daddy J.
I mommied Daddy J by basically telling him the order he needed to do things that would be the most efficient, and then he would be ready when you were ready. Instead of, because I was trying to help you, because if he didn't get ready and be ready when you were not going to be happy.
No, I was going to leave.
And you needed his assistance. I just wanted to make sure you didn't leave without shoes.
I was concentrating really hard.
I don't know how you do that, how you don't realize you don't have shoes on.
Dude, I have gotten in the car to go to work and still wearing my slippers.
Oh.
And then I have to go back in and get shoes.
That's funny, though.
I do that more often than you would think.
Well, my 8th one is create more content for our patrons. I'm going to give me a half a check mark on that one.
Okay.
Because I've definitely gotten better, especially the second half of the year. I picked up the pace.
When you got your mojo back.
And I started, and I did send out a couple of videos. Not doing it as well as I would like. I would like to have one extra piece of content for the top 2 patron levels, which is our impactful and our electrifying. I would like to have extra content for them once a month. So I do have stuff planned. I did get out in November. I have something planned for December. And I've put something in place that hopefully will fix this problem for 2024. But only time will tell.
All right.
So I'll give myself a half a check mark.
So you're at 7.5?
Let's see. I mean, how many check marks?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we decided that it's not my fault in the suture, so I get a full check mark for that?
Yes.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's got about 5, 6, 7. 7.5, yeah.
Okay. So I'm at half, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. That secretly record Rara Moore did not get a check mark at all. So 5.5 and 6.5.
All right. And what about for this last one, number 9?
Fail.
What was number 9?
Miserable fucking fail. Like, no check mark. In fact, I should probably subtract a check mark for this one. Go live on TikTok. I don't even have enough followers to go live. There's no fucking way. Oh, no, I can't.
No.
And honestly, I'm not putting in the effort to get followers because it's...
Yeah, I made you that cute little graphic so that you could do more
I
stuff.
use it.
Occasionally.
When I remember.
Well.
That's part of the problem. Hey, go ahead.
All right. So number 9, I get a full-on big-ass check mark. Because number 9 for me was Teach at Winterfire.
Hey.
Which I did absolutely accomplish this. And then I got great reviews. I got 5 out of 5 stars.
Nice. I don't remember what I got.
So, yeah. I only reason I remember is because it was 5 out of 5. I'm not sure I would have remembered if it wasn't.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So, very happy about that. All right. So, I would say overall, our resolutions for 2023, we were a success.
Pretty good.
I mean, you got over 50%, honey. So that's not bad at all.
And the 2 that I didn't were just hilarious at why.
All right. So are we ready for what our goal is in 2024?
Here we go.
All right. I have 10 this time.
I have 10 as well.
No way.
Why? And
All
I
right.
did, you know when I did them?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
That's not bad. I did this like a month and a half ago.
Okay, but for me.
I said, did I not say that's not bad?
Okay.
Like for you, 2 weeks ago is equal to my month and a half.
Exactly. In fact, I was trying to figure out
twins.
this morning. What?
We're twinsies.
Because I did something 2 weeks ago and you did something a month and a half ago?
Yeah, it's the same. In our book, that's the
Got
same.
It. Exactly.
Listen, I'm the person who thinks procrastinating means I waited till a week before to do it.
And to me, that's just normal when to do it.
Yes.
Do you want to start this time or do you want me to?
You can start.
Okay. First one was get more electro toys.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't even make that a resolution. To me, that's an assumption. I'm going to get more toys.
Did it already start? Because I did just get a really exciting, awesome new toy.
Oh, you did? Do
I
you want to
did.
share with the class?
Okay, so there's this person at Risque who, excuse me, when I can't do it, he comes in and he does it. He does the demos and stuff. His name is Cards. And so last Risque was the first time that he and I actually like really met in person, because you're usually not there at the same time. And he showed me his kit and I was drooling over one of them. And it was a metal glove. You know, it's not like a gauntlet. It's the one that you wear when you're cutting like fish or something to protect your hands.
I don't cut fish, but okay, yeah.
Okay, we're like chicken or something. It's like
I saw the picture and I just imagined a knight in shining armor.
It does.
As part of it.
It looks like chainmail.
Yeah.
It does look like chainmail, but it's in reality, it's a kitchen tool.
Right.
Anyway, so I had him send me the link to it and I got it, and I think that already counts. So check.
Okay.
I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, I would see, to me, like that just falls under the category of get myself more toys.
You should probably put a limit on how many toys.
If I want to do a true resolution, it would be either saying I can't get any more or limit how many I could get.
You should probably limit yourself, especially at Winterfire.
I should.
Mm-hmm. You're not going
Listen,
to.
recognizing you have a problem is half the battle. So I'm going to just take the half.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, I have a problem, and then that's it.
Yeah, and I'm done.
Okay.
I recognize I have a problem. Now what?
Nothing.
All right. My first resolution for 2024 is more Instagram content. I feel like I've been so focused on TikTok, and I need to do more on Instagram, which is fine because then I can take what I do on Instagram and also share it in our Facebook group, because I know some people will see things in multiple places because, bless your hearts, you belong to all the different social media stuff. But it also does somewhat different crowd. I want to do more graphics. I haven't really been concentrating on that enough. And I want to do more reels, because the reels, when I do them, are very popular and successful. And I have discovered an amazing, easy, cool way to take the Instagram reels and turn them into TikToks. So, and Instagram's got some fun sounds on their reels that I can really do some cute things with. I do have a few saved right now in drafts.
Awesome.
So I'm slowly working my way toward that. So that's goal number 1.
All right. Goal number 2, I feel like I say this every single year, but I really mean it this time. I want to take a class on sounding. I just got somebody else asking me yesterday if I do sounding, and I was like, no, it's on my list of things to do, but I don't do it yet. And he's like, well, let me know when you do, because I want to do an electro sounding scene with you. And I'm like, fuck, like I really wanted to learn how to do this, and I just don't feel comfortable I don't feel comfortable practicing on somebody when I haven't taken a class yet.
Well, I agree. You shouldn't.
So, yeah. Or some sort of personal training. I'll pay for a fucking class. I
think that'd be a very good class for you to have.
I really want to do it.
And once you do that, then let's do an episode on it.
Oh, sure. Now I got to find the class.
I mean, if we can turn that into an audio episode, because you can't do visual. So I don't know if it'd be. We'll figure something
out with that. I mean, but I don't know how good a class doing it on like online would be. I need to find something where they have a hands-on practical.
You need a penis.
I do. Well, you can also do it to a vagina.
I would imagine, yeah, because if you can put a catheter in.
Yeah, any urethra.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I tend not to know too many women who talk about wanting to do sounding. Doesn't mean they don't exist. I just haven't ran into them.
I've met a couple who've done it, but I mostly have penises asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one that I really need to concentrate on. So I feel like I need to find something, but it really does need to be in person. I don't think I'll get anything out of it if it's not. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of classes, that goes well into my second resolution, which is to write some new classes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to have a variety of classes available in a variety of subjects. And, we got Kink Institute continuing through 2024. So I've got to come up with some new classes. I don't want to repeat yet. At some point I may, but not yet.
Right.
So that's one of my goals. And if you guys have ideas for classes you would like to see that you would be interested in taking, please reach out. and let me know. You can reach out such a different variety of ways. You can find me on any social media and send me a message through that. You can send an email to pinkkinkpodcast@gmail.com. DM through Instagram, through TikTok, the Messenger through Facebook. The reality is if you send it to any of those, it's me you're getting anyway. So
yeah, no, not me for sure.
it's one of my favorite things is when I go into stuff as Pink Kink Podcast and people are like, "Is this Rara or Dara?"
It's always rah-rah.
That's my answer. I'm like, it's social media. It's always me.
It's always going to be rah-rah. If you want to send me any messages, send them to rah-rah and she will pass them on to me.
Thank you. That's what I was getting worried as you started to say that. I thought, shit, you're not going to tell people to follow you on your stuff because you'll never check it.
No.
Whew. Thank God. I was really worried where you were going with that one.
No. Rah-rah, my social secretary, will take care of everything.
I will answer the question for you. I actually, sometimes people will do that. They're asking for you, but they really mean me. It's funny how people get us confused.
Why?
They just get us confused. I don't know why.
Because there's a D in front of my name and that's the only difference.
Right, because that's the only difference.
Yeah. Other than that, obviously we're identical twins. Personality and everything, exactly the same.
You are leading up to a very good story I'm going to be telling later.
Oh, is this the one that you were trying to tell me about with Barbie?
Just keep going.
Fuck. All right, so actually
Number
3 is kind of the same thing as number 2.
Uh-huh.
I want to take a bimbofication class. So speaking of Barbie, she and I both really want to find this class and take it online or not. It doesn't matter. But Barbie wants to be my Barbie. Yeah. I definitely want to do that. And I also want to take a rope class. I know, but I feel like I need to.
Why?
Because I want to do more tying people and electrifying them.
Okay.
Instead of having somebody else do it for me and electrifying them.
Okay.
I want to be able to do it myself.
All right. There's 25 million rope classes. And for what you want to accomplish, we can get you hooked up with some YouTubes.
Oh, yeah. No. For that.
You just want basic.
Yes. No, I don't need to do anything crazy. I only put that on there as kind of like it's tacked on to the end there because I literally just thought of it like 2 days ago. I was like, that's another one I want to do.
I think that's an excellent thing to have on there. All right. Well, continuing with the classes theme, my third one is to get the Pink Kink Institute classes online and available for purchase through our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique. I recognize that it is very difficult to create a class time that works for everybody around the world.
Yeah.
Since everybody's on different times. And honestly, the main focus is got to work for my schedule because if I'm teaching it, I should be there.
Yes, maybe
right?
just a tad.
Just a little bit.
It's a little important.
Right. And then sometimes too, people have work or family events or whatever. It makes them unable to attend. And I have had a huge amount of requests for people. Will these classes be available for purchase? And up until now, my answer has always been not yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I've identified how to do it, how to make that happen, but it is going to literally require me to record myself teaching every class that I do. So, and if you think about it, every class is anywhere from 90 minutes to 2 hours. So I've got to set aside time to teach about 8 or 9 classes in that time frame and get those uploaded and then over into Dara's so she can get them up on our Etsy shop. So they will happen in 2024. They will not be all available at the same time.
No, probably just a few at a time.
Probably one at a time. It may be the sort of thing where like each month. And then the goal will be going forward, any new classes that I do in 2024, then it will probably have the online purchase concept, not immediately, but give it a little bit because I still would rather people come to the...
No, it'll be purchasable after the live.
Right. But I want people to be able to have access in live because that means you get to talk to me directly with questions and we can answer. Versus, of course, if you have questions during an online thing that I'm not there for, it gets a little more complicated. So anyway, so that is going to, goddamn fucking shit, I'm going to get a check mark on this one at the end of next year.
Okay, if you don't do anything else, you're going to get a check mark on that one.
Yes, because this one's a big one. This one has definitely been something that a ton of people have expressed interest in. So I know you people will buy these classes, right? Right? Okay,
Right?
thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that leads into mine. Do classes for PK
Finally.
for Institute. That's it. Like, actually fucking do them. Because I said I was going to. Honest to God, I just keep forgetting when they're happening. Like, I really do. I forget everything, so it doesn't.
But the ones that I teach, you don't have to know when they're happening.
Right.
You only have to know the ones that you want to teach when they're happening, and they'll happen when you tell me you can teach them.
Right. And I have 2 that are being planned. So hopefully, honestly, if I do even 1, I get a check mark for this.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
All right. Now, finally, it's time
For the story?
for the story.
Okay, I'm ready.
First, let's talk about what number 4 is. Find more tops for me.
Oh, boy.
Because the majority of my scenes these days have been me topping. And I need to bottom more often. For my mental health, for stress relief, for all the things that everybody else enjoys bottoming for kink, I need that.
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah?
Mine is... My next one is also bottom more. And I'm just going to throw that in there so that I don't have to do a whole rigmarole spiel so that you can just take my time too. So, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, my time is going to be however long my time is because this story's a good one.
Go. Do it.
Right? So I'm down to, I've got Learning Curve, who is my sharps top. Dara is my electro top when I do electro. Like she would ever let me go to anybody
you can't.
else.
No, absolutely not.
I recognize that. And for Impact, I've been pretty much just bottoming with John.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm slowly working. I've spoken to somebody about doing a single tail scene, hopefully at Winterfire next year. So even if that happens, that gets a check mark.
Okay.
But I had recently been talking to somebody about doing an Impact scene with them. And they had said yes. And so this is the story.
Oh, God.
Okay. Am I sitting far back enough that you will not kick me?
Yes.
You did just kick me. So it's okay.
I did?
Yeah. That was my
I didn't
leg.
even notice.
That was my leg. Anyway, the person that I was talking to, and it's not the first time I'm mentioning this, so this part won't necessarily be a surprise. Hot Asian guy.
Okay, yeah. I
Right?
knew about that.
So I had texted him and said, "Hey, I see you're on the RSVP list for the dungeon that weekend. Would you like to do a scene?"
Are we talking risque?
No. This was Bruise.
Okay.
Or Blush. I never remember. They alternate between every month, and I never remember which is which.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm going to be working the event as a friendly face for the first 2 hours, but I'm available after 11. Does that work?" He said, "Perfect. Great. We'll negotiate that night." I said, "Okay." So it comes to Saturday night, and I get there early because I'm working the event, and I get out of my car, and I see Hot Asian guy hanging out in his car. So he sees me, I see him, I go over and I say, "Hi." I said, "You excited for tonight?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "So did Dara tell you about our event we've got planned, our scene we've got planned?" And I said, "Oh, the one you guys have been talking about with Katie Rose." He said, "No, not that one, just me and Dara." And I go, "No, I shouldn't say anything." I said, "Sounds like fun. When are you guys doing it?" He goes, "We're going to do it tonight." I said, "Dara's here tonight?" He said, "Yeah." She said she's going to be working, and then we're going to do something afterward. I said, "Dara's going to be here tonight? Dara never told me she was going to be here tonight. If Dara's here tonight, she didn't tell me. I'm going to be really fucking pissed. She tells me everything. What do you mean?" He's like, "I don't know." I said, "Okay." I go inside and I look around.
I am so fucking confused.
And I look around and I go, "There's no Dara here. What the fuck? I knew Dara wasn't going to be here. There's no way. Dara knew I was coming tonight. If she was coming tonight, she would have told me, because even if she wanted to make it a surprise, she could never have kept the secret that long.
No, we would have carpooled. I mean, come on.
Well, that's the other thing. You don't drive by yourself there. So you would have said to me, "I'm going. Do you want to drive together?"
I'm so confused.
Right? So anyway, doors finally open and Hot Asian guy comes in and he just sits down and he kind of looks around, and I walk up to him and I say, "So Dara's not here tonight." He's like, "Yeah, that's really weird." I said, "Any chance you got the two of us confused?" And he goes, oh my God. He said, you have to understand. So I have each of you listed in my phone. She's Dara Fett. You're Rara Fett. So it's just one letter difference. I looked at him. I said, I'm going to make this so easy and simple for you.
Oh, God.
If there's pain involved, it's not Dara.
I'm going to text him right now.
And he said, he goes, yeah, I kind of wondered. I did tell him I was going to tell the story, so this is not going to be a shock to him.
Oh, my God.
So I said, so now that you know it's me, do you still want to do a scene?
Well, okay. Oh, my God. So how was the scene?
Okay, so we did the scene, and, we had a couple of bumps and hiccups because it's our first time, as to be expected, where, I might have to say, hey, listen, I like it hit me a little lower, not so much on the sides. But once we got going, we got going. And it was great.
I'm dying.
And what was really funny is, so we didn't talk a lot during the scene. It was actually very quiet.
You didn't talk?
It wasn't that, the energy wasn't there. He was very serious.
Oh, okay.
Because I hope it wasn't because he felt pressure, like he was topping me. I hope it was just that's like how he is. I've only ever watched him with his now ex-partner.
I have co-topped with him, and we were goofy as fuck on you.
So maybe it was just
maybe that's how he does Impact.
Maybe it's how he does Impact. As I said, maybe he was feeling pressure to get it right.
Yeah, maybe.
So because it was our first time seeing.
I've never actually seen him do just Impact.
Right.
So maybe.
Yeah. So we got in the groove and it was great. And eventually we had to stop because he ran out of energy. Something I do a lot to tops, which is why I like to do a lot of co-topping.
So gonna make fun of him for this.
So when it was all over and I went to go hug him, he's like, I'm all totally sweaty. I said, that's fine. That's good. You got a good workout.
Sweat.
He got a good workout. So I said, so now you won't get Dara and I confused again, will you? Right? If it involves pain, it's me, not Dara. Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah. I said, how about I make you a deal? I said, if you ever confuse us again, I get to top you for Impact. He said, got it. And we shook on it.
Oh, I hope he does it again, and I hope it do it during Risque, because I swear to God, if you top him without me watching, I will be so fucking pissed.
So, yeah, I got to play with him.
You got to play with him before me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I got to sit on his lap and grab his ass before you.
I'm not an ass person.
And he has a nice ass, though.
No, he does, but I've already pet his biceps and chest.
He also pinned me to a wall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he and I have had a slow burn for 3 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's had his hands on my ass again.
Nice. I like it.
But it was fun. And
That's
I couldn't
hilarious.
stop. When I realized that he had gotten the two of us confused, it cracked me the fuck up because
I'm done.
I know some people confuse us, but the person who was texting him to plan an Impact scene.
Yeah, definitely not me.
So the fact that he even for a second thought it was you.
Well, clearly he has not listened to enough episodes.
He's met us in person.
I know. He's known us for
this?
years. I feel like this should be a thing.
How does he not realize this?
I don't know, but I'm going to make fun of him forever on
my
this
God,
one now.
it was so funny.
Did you tell him not to tell me?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, because that's why he didn't text me about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and poor guy probably is just a little bit embarrassed because if you know us, if you actually physically know us, okay, I don't know how you could get us confused at all.
No, if you've met us in person, there's no fucking way.
We don't look alike.
At all.
We like completely opposite and different things. But yeah, so, but it was really fun and I had a good time and I would definitely like to scene with him again. He had a mop flogger that he was hitting me with at full capacity and, that was a beautiful thing, and I really enjoyed that. And I actually, for the first, just to show you how hard he was hitting, I had marks for the first time. I didn't have bruises so much, but I had marks. And there were a couple of times, because it's been so long since I've done that kind of a scene. It was a lot of interesting thoughts running through my head. Should I be safe wording? Am I good? Can I take this? What do I do? Like, I don't know, for those of you who bottom for impact, if you have those discussions going on in your head, like the little devil, little angel going, no, safe word, you can't take any more. And the little devil going, wuss. Do it. You can take more. You don't give in to them. He will not break you. It's just, it's an interesting conversation happening in my head.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there.
I don't want to be in your head ever.
But anyway, so that's the story that I have been keeping to myself.
How long ago was this?
This was 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God. You've kept that for 2 weeks.
Are you so proud?
I'm impressed.
It was not easy, but I really wanted to look. I wanted to see your face when I told you the story.
No, that was amazing. That is fucking amazing.
So that's number 4. Find more tops for me.
Yeah. Well, I think you got one.
Okay.
Okay. So this one is, I want to do more events. I want to do not just my 2. Okay, so I'm not talking like the once a month risque. That's like not a once a year event. I want to do more once a year events. I've done Winter Fire last year, and I have done, what's the other one I do? Fet Ball. I've done that for years and years and years. I want to add something else.
Okay.
At least one more event.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
All
I don't have any stories about that one. That's what I want to do.
Okay. So number 5, find guests for some special episodes. Our listeners have suggested some really great episode ideas, but I just don't feel that we are qualified to talk about them. So I've been on the hunt for experts. I've got some folks lined up for hopefully doing an episode on leather, because that's a big thing. Got an expert lined up to do an episode on kink and trauma. It's a struggle because the feedback that we get from folks is they love our banter.
Yes, and we don't do that very well.
When it's not just us two and somebody else comes in, it changes the dynamic. And so I want to bring in guests to talk about things that we're not qualified to, but I also want to make sure we still have our episodes that are just the two of us with the banter. So it's a balancing act, but I do want to get those scheduled.
So because I skipped my number 4 because it was the same as yours, I'm on like 7.
Well, I can't help you. Talk about it some more then.
What?
You bottoming.
I want to. I don't. That's it.
Okay.
Like, I don't ever bottom anymore. I don't think I've bottomed, even for daddy. I don't think I've bottomed in the couple of years.
Well, I just want to I'm going to ask, though I probably know what the answer is, but just in case for those who don't know, I assume you just mean for electro.
No.
Okay, well, that's why I'm asking. You just said bottom generic.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I do have a bunch of phobias, though, that don't really work well with me bottoming. Like, I can't do any of the sharps.
Okay.
I have a phobia with my hands being tied.
Okay.
So I'm not comfortable with rope.
All right.
I've already tried those. I want to try wax again.
Okay.
I only did that one time. I do want to try it another time. I don't think I can do fire because I'm fucking terrified. Like, I have way too many phobias for me to just jump into this. But
what about if they did fire?
I feel like I'm missing something.
What about if they did fire on your back so you couldn't see it? Would that make it better or worse? Because I found for me the few times I've had issues, like I had issues with punching. It was a mental issue. And by doing it where I couldn't see it, that helped take the mental problem away from it.
I did get punched. I was at Fet Ball, and it was before it opened, and I leaned over, and Noir just like punched me in the butt.
Yep.
And I was like, ooh, do it again.
No, so now I love it.
Boxed my ass.
One of my favorite things to do as a top.
I loved it. Right. And apparently she used to be a professional fucking boxer. And I was like,
well,
shit.
I have the boxing, my gloves that I use for boxing. If you need me to do a boxing, you've seen me box. You watched me do it. If you want that, you tell me anytime.
By the way, she can probably do it to you.
I would love that.
So there's another top for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I actually loved it. So that kind of is what triggered this. I was like, shit, that's something I've never done. It was awesome.
Right. But I'm just saying from like a fire standpoint, if you don't actually see them doing it.
I don't know. I honestly, I couldn't tell you how I would feel about that. I don't want to be on the table and freak out and like roll off.
Okay. Have you seen other people doing it?
Yeah. I don't know.
No, it's fair that you don't. But when you just said bottoming, you just left it so generic. So I'm trying to pull information from you.
Mostly just because like I don't know what I want to do yet. I just know that I feel like there's something missing that I haven't done it in a while. So for example, I miss the one time that I actually did get strapped down and did a forced orgasm scene with a friend of mine. That's the last time I've been strapped down. And he did it in such a way, he was very, very careful about how to do that.
Well, you can be strapped down where it's just your torso that's strapped down and not your arms, hands, any of that.
It's a very specific placement for me. That's a trauma response. He was very, very careful about it. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that again. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, speaking of doing more scenes, we still have to do 2 scenes that we have been talking about. I want to do these scenes in 2024.
Humiliation.
Well, I did a splashing scene where I was basically bottoming. Yeah. And that's the first time I've done that. So this is the thing that I still want to do more of that. So
what was the second one?
We need to do our interrogation scene.
Oh, yeah.
Our funny interrogation scene.
Humiliation, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
The funny one.
Yeah. And we need, which is, who did we say was going to do that one? And she absolutely agreed.
Oh,
was that Naughty and Nice? Yeah. And we need to kidnap hot Asian guy. He said we could.
All right. What are we going to do with them once we have them?
I don't know.
That's a problem.
Tickle him.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Probably can't get tickled because of his abs, but
yeah,
you know.
Listen, I am all for you bottoming more if that's what you want. And I will help make that happen for you if you just tell me what scenes you want to bottom for.
I'm going to have to think a little more carefully about that.
Yeah. I mean, I know some good 1 male, 1 female wax tops. So you get to choose from that. Part of the problem is I know you would like a less public.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm not throwing parties nearly like I used to because I'm at Crucible all the damn time.
Yes.
But I definitely will, if we can make that happen, we will try to throw a party just so that you can have those options.
Well, we kind of did that for my, isn't that similar to what we did for my wedding?
Yeah.
The bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that would be fun.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. All right. So number 6 for me is short and sweet and to the point. I want to reach 500,000 plays.
Okay.
As of recording today, we are at 405,000.
So not that far off for a year.
So not that far. So only 95,000 left to go.
Not a problem.
So it'll definitely happen. The question is going to happen in the first half of the year or the second half of the year. We will wait and see.
Okay.
Keep looking. Trust me. Once it happens, I will make a big stink on Instagram, which leads into, which is part of my do more Instagram content anyway.
Perfect.
So it'll go together. So yeah, so that's my number 6.
Number 7 is figure out how to get more people to shop on our Etsy shop.
There you go. I like that one.
Yeah. I'm kind of dudding out on this one and I can't figure out why. I'm determined.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of short, sweet, and to the point, there was nothing else to discuss.
Yeah, nope.
I just want it more.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Me.
Yay. Me.
No, I'm short.
Yes.
And sweet.
You're not sweet, though. You are pointy.
I'm pointy. Especially right now because I'm cold.
Oh! I was going for the sharps, but yeah, that works. Oh my God.
Can't take me anywhere.
No.
All right. Number 7, do more video content for our impactful and electrifying patrons.
Awesome.
I'm putting this back on the list. It was on last year's list. I got a half check mark.
You want to go for a full check mark?
Full. I don't do things halfway, baby.
All right.
I do have an idea that I started, which is every month I am going to answer a question that either somebody's given me or I've just pulled out of my ass. You never know.
Well, hope you watch it.
Yes. Don't worry. It's on video. Nobody will touch it but me.
Ugh.
So those are our top 2 tiers. Our impactful patrons, it's $5 a month. Electrifying patrons are $10 a month. The videos are just one of your perks that you get with those. Check it out at patreon.com/PinkKinkPodcast to find out more about it. But I do have some ideas for it. And in fact, if you have been thinking about joining, but you weren't sure, I'm going to give you maybe a little push, a little incentive.
A little boost, if you will.
So by the time this airs, I will have gone to Naughty Noel which is a hotel takeover. And I'm going to be doing a special video episode about my adventures at Naughty Noel. So that'll be available for those levels.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Okay. So this one is a little bit silly. I need more electro games.
Okay.
Because we've been playing Operation. We've been playing the Tinsel thing. I consider that a game. It's like I want more group electro games. And I was trying to figure out how to do like hot potato.
Hot potato. Sorry,
I don't
Wiggles. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I would be able to do that.
All right.
So I want more group games that are very, very silly for electro.
Okay.
Yes.
For number 8 for me, I'm sticking to my patron theme. I want to break 200 patrons.
Ooh.
I don't want to break. I want to break. That sounds awful. I'm going to break the patrons. I want to get more.
They will not appreciate that. Well, some of them will, but not all of them.
Don't kink shame.
I didn't. I said some of them will appreciate being broken and some of them will not.
But I would like us to have more than 200 patrons.
Okay, that's better wording.
Some of these I made a little easier than I'm like going, I should be able to get those. That's the object. Some are hard.
She just
some are
really
easy.
wants those check marks, guys. She's stacking the deck here.
They're pink, glittery marks of success. I love them. I can't speak.
Say that word again.
No, I don't want to. So that's number 8. I want to get more than 200 patrons.
How many check marks do you want?
I want them all. It's
How,
like Pokemon.
what kind?
Pink
Yeah.
with glitter.
Oh. Nice. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Number 9 for me is bring back Little's parties. I have been on quite the hiatus for doing those,
And I've given you lots of ideas to use for them.
Oh my God, we need to do Hungry Hungry Hippos so bad.
If you haven't seen this TikTok, it is the best.
Oh my God, I need to do it. Well, okay, so we are doing the marshmallow one.
Oh, good.
And I am okay, wait, let me backtrack. I am having a Little's party. In fact, next week I am going to have a Little's party. But wait, no, not next week. A month ago, I had a Little's party.
Well, next week from the date of recording.
Yes, we're doing this
week.
like a month in advance.
Not from when this comes out. Yeah.
It's so confusing with this time shit. Yeah, so I am doing a Little's party, so that counts. So I'm getting back into the swing of things a little early, and we're gonna play a marshmallow game where we have to suck up marshmallows in straws and then put them in a bag and then like one of those.
Yeah.
And then the other one
strengthen those sucking skills. Just saying.
Mine are pretty good. Anyway, so then we're also gonna do the other one you sent me was the fruit roll up race.
God. That's where you put the fruit roll, you open it all the way up.
Yeah.
So
unroll.
it looks like a tongue hanging out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. Put your hands behind your back. You cannot use your hands and have to suck it up.
You have to eat the whole roll up, and it's like a race. And the first one to get the whole roll up wins.
I every time now I come across these videos, I'm like, oh my God, the Little's party.
Yeah.
And I send them to Dar. I'm like, here you go. Here you go.
I have a whole fucking collection of games for Little's parties now. She's just going to keep on sending them.
I am.
But I think 2 for the first party back is enough. We're going to do gingerbread houses, stuff like that. And we're going to watch some sort of probably Disney movie. But yeah.
What a shock, a Disney movie.
Oh. Hey, I could always put on The Nightmare Before Christmas.
You could.
We have lots of gothy Littles.
I go for it.
Anyway, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
I already get a check mark for that.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Okay, but it's happening next week.
Okay. Then next week you can give yourself a check mark.
Okay.
Number 9 for me is give some more attention to the resource. I cannot speak today.
Damn.
Hold on. Resources page at pinkkinkpodcast.com.
Oh,
it's been a while since I've updated and put some additional stuff. We have a reading list on there. We have access to my music playlist that I do for parties. We have access to a checkbox, a checklist of things. So I want to add even more resources to it. And so that's something I'd like to do for 2024.
Excellent.
I feel like I have these ideas and then I just keep having more ideas. And so the stuff that was like the original ideas get overlooked for the new ideas. And I want to revisit the originals because, you never forget your first.
Okay. You're making me spit a lot in this one.
You don't swallow. So of course you're spitting.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So number 10, you're gonna laugh because it's not gonna sound kink related, but it is, I promise.
Okay.
Get a new fucking job.
I understand.
Yeah. You understand where I'm kinking with that one?
I understand where you're kinking with that one.
Because I can't. Fuck. I want to, and I can't. And honestly, it's not just that I can't because of my job. It's because my job is so fucking stressful and micromanagey that the idea of doing anything else and organizing anything else and putting anything else together makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking stressed out because of this job that I can't.
She can't.
I shut down.
She can't.
I can't.
She can't.
That's it.
Okay.
So I want to.
All right.
Number 10 for you.
My last one. This is not an announcement of something happening. This is an announcement of something I want to make happen. I want to clarify that. My goal for Pink Kink Institute is to put together a full day Kink 101 webinar where we will bring in different speakers, and you're going to have a BDSM 101, a negotiations, consent, aftercare, maybe impact 101. I haven't really worked on it fully yet to put it together, but I do have some folks lined up to work on it with me. I don't know when this is going to happen. My original go was maybe January, but I just realized January is winter fire.
Yeah.
And God willing, I'll be teaching classes for that.
It's too much.
It's going to be too much. Perhaps February or March.
I think March, because nothing fucking happens in March.
Right. Well, and March works out because I know folks have breaks, school breaks if they've got kids or if they're in school. So that may work out better. But that is something I really, really want to do. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but that one, I am determined to get a nice big pink glittery checkmark.
You will get it. So I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah.
I did not put something on my list this year.
Obviously, I didn't notice.
Coffee.
To me, coffee falls under the duh category.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, wait. I put that on my thankful list, though.
Thankful list. But whether or not your resolution was to drink less, the answer is no, you can't.
No, I can't.
You just can't.
Yeah. Made fun of me for that last year, so.
Well, because I knew it would never happen.
Setting impossible goals for myself.
Right. Yeah. That's why I put my goals are like a mixture of ones that I know for sure we'll get and ones that I'm like, I hopefully will get.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fine.
But yeah, that brings 2023 to a close. For Pink Kink Podcast. We have exciting shit happening in 2024, including our 3-year anniversary special.
Oh my God, this is going to be so much fun.
Hitting 500,000 listens in the year 2024, which is fucking insane. Never thought we'd get to that point. And even if we did that, we certainly wouldn't have done it in three and a half years. But it's all thanks to you guys. You are amazing and wonderful, and we love you. If you want to help support the podcast so that we can continue doing this, there are financial ways to help support through Patreon. And if you can't support us financially, and I get it, trust me, budgets are hard. If you rate and review us on Apple and Spotify, that puts us up in the algorithm, and that really helps. If you tell your friends about us, that helps. If you interact with our TikToks, our Instagram, then that helps with those algorithms to get us pushed out more, to get in people's view so they find out about us. All of that helps, and we appreciate each and every one of you. I hope your 2023 was as amazing and wonderful as ours, and I look forward to seeing what 2024 brings us all. Happy New Year!
Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you have a question you would like answered, or just have a story about the lifestyle you want to share, you can send us a voicemail and maybe it'll be featured in an episode. Just go to pinkkinkpodcast.com to contact us.
Follow us on social media. On Twitter, Instagram, and FetLife, we are Pink Kink Podcast. And on TikTok, we are Pink Kink Podcast 2.0. Join our Facebook group, Pink Kink Podcast, and hang out with other Pink Kinksters.
If you love what we do and are able to help support us, we are on Patreon. Just look for us on patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast. You can also help support our affiliates, which benefits small businesses and Pink Kink.
Even if you can't show your support financially, there are other ways you can help. You can spread the word about our Kinky podcast and tell your friends about us. You can also rate and review Pink Kink on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. The 5-star reviews really help.
Don't forget to subscribe to Pink Kink so you don't miss a minute of the fun. New episodes come out every Friday.
Until next time, stay pretty, stay safe,
and stay twisted.